Hey everyone, it's Shift HSK, Holy Shift Kid, back with another VOD review, this time for Brig, and we got a very special one. We got a Masters game, High Masters, so could be a really good VOD review for all of you out there. This is more of a macro one and getting our skills down to be perfection so that we can finally break right in the GM. This one's going to be a great one, so definitely stick around. Thanks so much to Carry On Soup for this VOD, and if you want to get your game reviewed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting in the community tab for when I need more VODs to review. Also, don't forget, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe as we always do so that you can see more content and keep climbing on Brig and sometimes Mercy too. Let's get right into it, y'all. Let's pop off. Let's destroy them. All right, y'all, let's start off this game. So the enemy team right now, let's get our bearings so that we can decide what we're going to do this game. They are playing Ball, Diva, Tracer. Wow, Brig is perfect for this. Brig is perfect for this. And honestly, just to start out, let me tell you what's gonna happen up here. So they're playing Ball, Diva, Tracer. So let's put it in our brain what we want our goals to be for this game so that we can do our job and win this game. We want to stand with our Ana, keep her alive, pack our Tracer, keep them alive, and kind of exist like that, okay? Keep yourself alive as well. So pack Ana, stand with Ana, keep Tracer alive when she's flanking and doing stuff, and occasionally heal tanks if you can. We're definitely going to want to be shutting down this Ball. That's going to be the #1 thing. Okay, just so that we start off, I found that this is kind of the reason that I found this out. When the enemy team is playing Ball on this point and you're defending as Brig, what I do, I literally put my back to this wall and I put my shield up like this. It's so hard to know where Ball's coming from on this angle. When you're standing up here like this, he can sometimes come here, he can come there, he'll like come in from behind the stairs sometimes. So when there's a Ball on offense and I'm playing Brig on defense here, I literally put my back to this board, whatever the frick is behind us right now, stand with my shield up here, and I don't do anything. And then the Ball rolls through from any direction in front of me, and I just insta-stun him. It's literally so broken. So the next time you're having that, definitely do that in your games, because I've been doing that. It's been really helping me shut down Balls from getting up to this high ground.
That should be better.
Because he can just come from so many different angles and it's hard. So putting your back on that thing, it just helps so much. You're kind of spamming packs up this right back. Since this is a 3900 game, I'm really going to micromanage you. Since this is a very high match game, this is a Masters game, I'm micromanaging the shit out of your gameplay. You can bounce on those tires and walk back up for a faster thing. Kind of wasted stun there for no reason. Do you know where your Ana is? Oh my god, you're just using all your abilities for no reason. You're just like, there goes Ball. Oh, everything's going everywhere. This is very out of your, I don't want it, it's not out of your control, but it could have been in your control if you could have decided that you're gonna take some of your abilities. We're missing everything. Didn't even shield correctly. Wait, it's a 3900 game? Remember when we're shielding against Ball? Remember when you're shielding against Ball, you want to look at him in the air, see where he's going to land, then immediately shield forward where you want to look down. So you want to look up in the air, shield down immediately, and look down so that you don't get booped back up at the pile drive. You're kind of getting outplayed by this Ball and this Tracer. The #1 thing that you can really do, what you're going to want to do, because they have Ball and Tracer, you definitely are going to want to focus on like using all your abilities on Ball. Ball is #1, Ball is Brig's #1 priority, and you just kind of want to menace the Tracer. You want to look at her so that she doesn't kill anyone and do any damage. You want to look at her, but you don't necessarily need to go after her ever. You never want to chase the Tracer. That's always hard for me to say. You never want to chase the Tracer, because then that just wastes time and your things. You use your stun for no reason. Here comes the Ball. You missed, unfortunate. And you didn't have a stun because you used it for some reason. You jumped off the high ground. You used your stun again. I know you want to get on the high ground fast, but... Okay, we're running to our Ana. We were 1 second off the stun. That's fine, I guess. I don't know if I would have dropped there, honestly. You want to keep your positioning, and he was 1 shot anyway. Someone else would have probably finished him off. Okay, let's reset our brains again. This really will help you keep the game focused of what you need to do. Let's reset our brain. They still have Ball, Diva, Tracer. They have Pulse Bomb. You're gonna have to block that. When Tracer comes in, she's gonna come in, she's gonna blink around. You just hold up her shield. Don't go for a stun, don't go for a whip. Just literally try to shield wherever she's gonna go. That's what you're gonna want to do here. Also, Ball has pile drive and stuff and mines. But like trying to like predict where Tracer's gonna go, honestly, it's hard with stunning. Like it's false. Unfortunate. You didn't have a shield. You were like, you played a little, I don't even know what you did. you're being a little too careless with your stuff right now. You're kind of, all of your ability usage that you've done is a bit careless. You're just kind of like, yeah, I'm on Brig. I could just whip shot. I could just stun whatever. And it's kind of costing you a lot of these fights. You're kind of up here. Your barrier went insta down, but that's really unlucky that you're like, that it did. I want to say that's unlucky, but I also want to say you could have probably avoided that as well by not. I feel like you're being a little careless. You're being a little careless with how you're using your ability and your ability management. You're just stunning, you're just whipping whenever. I think you need a more clear and concise reason for you to ult, or not to ult, but to use your abilities. So you need to use your abilities when you know you're going to hit them, and when you're actually going to do work on it. You get some inspire off those mines with whip shot. It's very precise when you whip shot mines. You have to get right on it, otherwise you miss. You should be just banning out these mines right now. You get free inspire. You panicked. Oh my god, you're panicking. You're panicking. You're panicking. There's so much around you and you're panicking. I get just all your ability usage is very frantic and very thing. Oh god, now you're in the back line. Stun out if you can. Yeah, that was a good stun out. You're dead though. You're very frantic. You're very panicked. You need to take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath together, y'all. You're very frantic with your gameplay right now. I used to be this way too. It's very this happens a lot in top 500 games. Everyone's everywhere and everyone's doing so good. Like you feel like you have to do everything and be everywhere. I feel like what you want to do from now on, like taking like something, at least one thing in this game is you need to start like compartmentalizing how you're gonna play almost. And what I mean by that is you need to focus on one thing and do it. You're kind of spreading yourself out. Two things: you're trying to get to the tracer, you're trying to get to the ball. You're trying to like do so much that it's honestly doing nothing versus you doing something. So let's take that mindset right now and see what we can do. We want a hard focus ball. Reset our brain. We're respawning, so it's a good time to reset our goals for the match. We want to counter ball. Only really look at ball because he's kind of hard countering you. Counter the ball, stun him, stop him from doing anything, and just look at the tracer so that she doesn't come onto your Ana. We also want to walk with our Ana. You're gonna want to get with your Ana. See, like, what was the point of stunning there? Like, you're too frantic with your things. You gotta make sure you're gonna get these abilities off. I know you could have. I think you were trying to catch the tracer off guard here, but you're way too far away at this point. You're too far away to stun one, and two, you could. She's not even looking at you. Who knows if she's even gonna blink away or recall? It doesn't matter if she blinks away because you just want to keep your Ana alive. Your D.Va one's gonna live there anyway. It's fine. But you know, you're like your abilities aren't coming off, and it's really not hindering them because none of your abilities are going off way too wide. You're separated from your Ana now. You probably want to use a stun here to regroup with your Ana in positional kind of thing. This is a rough spot to be in. Oh, it's dead anyway. I wouldn't leave this room gun for the rest until you die. Like what were you stunning there? What were you stunning there? You're using your ability usage like out of nothing. You're like not having a reason to use your abilities, and it's really just not doing anything. I told you I was gonna be harsh. I was gonna be harsh. There's no point in you doing anything. It feels like you're just kind of doing nothing. I want to say. You're not countering the ball. You're not playing with your Ana. You're not getting any of your abilities off. I'm just saying. We're on Zen now. Zen will make it a lot easier just for discords, and yeah, you're also in Sigma now. So you're definitely gonna still want to walk with Zen. You're respawning. Go over the goals again for your game. Brig is a defensive hero. Play with Zen. Okay, look at this. I love this. You're looking at the ball. This is great. Looking around. You're ready for the ball to come in. You don't need to do anything else besides look at this ball. You literally want to keep flipping back and forth like this, ready for this ball to come in, seeing if you need to throw an armor back on anyone. Just keep looking back and forth. This is great. This is perfect. Okay, here comes the ball. Okay. Do you know where he is? You see him coming in? Nice. Perfect. Didn't go for a stun. This ball is actually really good. He's kind of hard countering it, to be honest. This ball's getting the angles on you. You had a bad reaction time. Slow reaction time with a stun. You could have easily stunned him here when he came up. Boop! Stun him right there. But slow reaction time. Didn't even get it off. Just really, really slow reaction time. He had the stun in there. It might have stunned mines off, or you might have canceled mines, but also we just would have stopped moving, and he wouldn't have pile drived. You and your Zen would have gotten away. Slow reaction time. It's all about the ability usage right now. Your ability is just subpar right now. We can still fix it. We can still get it up. Because again, you're just trying to do too many things at once. That was perfect. Nice. Nice job not moving him away either. See, you know what you do, so when you get it off, you know what to do. But you have to actually do it off. And I understand it's probably a lot harder because this game is like pretty high. It's a 3900 game. Let me go back to your post and see what you said again. This is the 3900 lobby. I don't play ranked a lot, and I'm always nervous or anxious playing with other pros, hoping there's some tips for me to make it to top 500 like you. Yeah, so see, I had the same exact way when I was in games like this, when I was first coming up in the GM games and top 500. It's really anxious and really anxiety, but it's all about the games leading up to these things and how you play, because when you're in games like this and you're nervous, you're just gonna play how you like your mind automatically goes, and you're just getting a little too spread out. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. We have plenty of time to improve our stuff, but you know, it's just you're a little too spread out. You're trying to do everything. You're trying to deal with the tracer, trying to deal with the ball, trying to get inspire every second you can. It seems like we made a switch to Baptiste now, so we're gonna have more healing. Honestly, for some reason, I really don't like walking with Baptiste when the enemy team's playing dive. It just feels kind of pointless. So I would probably start playing with Sig here, playing a little bit farther forward, because Bap can keep him himself alive with packs that you can throw. His own regenerative burst and immortality field. Recharge your shield if you can here, but be careful just standing out on the high ground, trying to recharge your shield. You know, you can walk down into cover, trying to recharge your shield. Little tiny things. I'm going to be nitpicky. We're in 3900, top 500 games. It's the little tiny things that make the big impact. Nice stun for reposition. That was actually a purposeful, like, thing. You're throwing packs again still a little too wildly. You probably want to start moving towards hard cover there. You don't want to have your shield break unless it has to. So you could have just been shielding, moved into the hard cover, the high noon. Be careful about armor packs again. Don't just randomly throw them. You've been using them good, but right there in that fight, they got a little spammy.
60 seconds.
They still have ball. They have mines coming in now, but they also have like Hanzo, Cass. So be careful with that. Your Sigma's playing kind of far forward, which is your team probably wants to push up a little bit with him, especially since he's one shot now. You just missed that. You should have just missed that. Nice getting inspire off the mines. Make sure the ball doesn't boop you in. Keep getting mines. Keep getting inspire. You could whip the thing. Nice pack placement. Stun away from that. Stun away from that. Oh, you took too long. Oh my god. I mean, your positioning's great. Like, this is 3900 gameplay. Your positioning's beautiful. That's not the problem in this game. It's the ability usage. No. A little slow. I feel like this is great. Like, you know what you're doing. You clearly know what you're doing. It's just a little slow for this top 500 game. Again, you didn't shield it correctly. Make sure you're looking down. Yeah, you're very antsy. You're very like. That's so unfortunate. You could shield your cast. You could shield your cast with a shield. Yeah, like, you know what you're doing. You definitely know what you're doing. This is like Masters gameplay. You know what you're doing, but there's just certain little things that, like, you start getting people in the GM and they kind of can outplay you. You just have to get your ability usage off a little more down packed, and like, you'd be carrying this game. Like, you'd be carrying this game. Your positioning's amazing. You're doing fine. Just like, there's little tiny things, like the little ball things that, like, and like the shield and the pack management, that, like, that's really it. Like, you're doing great otherwise. But just there's little things, since you're starting to get into those higher level games and like the people actually start getting pretty good. But otherwise, I don't think you're doing that bad. Let's go on attack and see how you do now. Okay, we're on to attack now. They have now switched up their comp. They are on double shield. Tracer, Ashe, Bap, Mercy. This is fine for you, honestly. You're playing Sigma and you're playing Hog and Zen stuff. You can easily, your goals have shifted now. Your goals have shifted as soon as you see their Orisa and their Sigma. You're not going to go with your Sigma. You're going to walk with Sigma. You can get a little bit of stuff done with the shield, but you and Sigma are now a pair. Your Zen can go do whatever he wants. They have a Tracer, but you're going to have to be, I wouldn't probably, especially the start right now, just looking at this, I would start walking with Sigma. Have Zen stand with Cass, and you could throw packs from range. Also, you need to be on the high ground. You're supposed to be on the high ground up there.
Let me patch that up.
But now there's no defending backline, really. Unless the Tracer's really hard farming, but I'd probably be more of a front line here. More of a walk with tanks. I don't want to say front line, but walk with tanks Brig here. There's the Sigma. Yeah. Go with Mr. Sigma. Go up there to the right and see if you can get a whip shot off the high ground. Also, one thing you can do here, since the cart's like right here, really fast, you can like jump up on the cart right here and see what your hog is doing. He's doing the right thing. Is that your hog? Yeah, that's your hog. You jump right here and you can jump up on this high ground and get a little bit of Inspire off. If you were here with all, you could have gotten some Inspire, extra damage. Orisa might have died actually. How low did she get right here? Did she even lose damage? No, she didn't even take damage. She wouldn't have died, but you could have got more Inspire off right here. Cass might have died below, but he also might not have. You could have literally just jumped up on this high ground and like and done like 3 hits maybe, and then just drop right back down, or just see how long you could really live up there for. That's a good thing to do, especially on a map like this where they can just sit on the high ground and it's kind of hard to get your abilities off anyway. You can jump right onto the cart and then just kind of get a few licks of Inspire, then go again. Bad ability usage. I feel like you're doing a lot of these weird stuns on this Tracer. Like, the thing that, like, the motto that I have with Brig is that you don't really have to do anything against her. Really, the big threat for Tracer, I feel like, as I'm playing, is she's trying to, like, do all this stuff. She's trying to bait out stuff. Good Tracers are going to bait out your stun, bait out your rip shot, and all your shield management stuff, your shield. They're going to shoot your shield from range. So that's when you're playing around corners against Tracer. And you literally just kind of, I just kind of exist on Tracer. She's going to be like, blink, blink, blink. I don't even try to stun Tracers unless I absolutely know I'm going to hit it. I don't just kind of like go for it. I'm like, she's close. Let me go for it. Like, no, because the Tracers like to bait them out. And that's what they want you to do, is like to use their blinks. They'll get up in your face and then you stun them immediately and they just blink away. So like Tracers, you don't always want to just go for the stun if she's too close. Like if she's like not looking at you, like sure, but I really don't hard go for stuns on Tracers unless I know I'm gonna hit them, because they like to bait them out and they like to do all these things to like fake it out so that once the stun does come out, they just go wild. You know? Position's a little wide again. Nice Inspire here. There's perfect. Nice corner. You're backing up too much. You don't need to back up that much. Get some more Inspire. Not ever so. See what I mean? See, like you didn't even need to go for the Tracer there. Like I don't think turning around and going for that Tracer did anything for you, because the Inspire, your Inspire stopped. And when you didn't necessarily need it to stop, like it wasn't going to kill you to keep it going. You could have just stayed on this corner with your tanks right here. And you went for that weird stun again against the Tracer. Like you don't have to go for these hard stuns against the Tracer and like hoping that it hits, because you're missing all of them anyway and kind of getting no value out of them. Let me see what Hog does right here. Or maybe like Sigma. I think your Hog's... I'll just stand and look at a Hog right now. Your Hog's going for a big flank. Hog, what was that? Look at your Sigma's positioning though. I mean, he's like really deep. But you could have been right here with him. No, it would have been so much better if you were right here with him. Hog died anyway, but I think that obviously your team like holds you back at some point, but the best chance for you to be winning this game was probably to stay on the Sigma rather than turning around and trying to look at that Tracer, because she just kind of did whatever anyway. I think if your positioning was like up here. How long have you been recording for? Kind of long. You could have been right here on this corner. Right here, right here, right here. How much shield you got left? How much shield you got left? F4. F4. I don't know how much shield you have left. 250! You have 250 HP shield left. You could have been right here on this corner. Right here on this corner. Whip shot, whip shot, whip shot, whip shot. Whip shot. Look around. Is anyone back there? Nope. Okay. Whip shot. Whip shot. Oh, let me turn around again. Pack the cast. Whip shot. Whip shot. Oh, pulse bomb going off. Oh, Ash is dead. Hog's dead. Reset. Rather than trying to go for the Tracer, because you going for the Tracer is really actually taking away from your team like that. It's really taking away your team from what your team can do. So I wouldn't recommend chasing down a Tracer like you were kind of doing there. We almost have rally now. Winnable still. Nice, Suzanne got a fast kill. Push fast. Go, go. He's playing very safe. Tracer got a kill. Please push now. That Bob, no. Walk with Suzanne if you can. You're playing way too safe right now. I know Brig is a defensive hero, but you're playing way too safe. Rally is not trans. Like I know I tell you Brig is a defensive hero, but like when you're like back here, like at least go this way, whip the bob or something. Or if you're gonna at least be down here, like at least go up here or something. Like you're just back way too far there. There's space that you could take. Probably didn't need to stun him there immediately. That's okay. Keep pushing. Kill the Sigma. Keep pushing. Where are you going? Kill the Sigma! Ah! What is this? Oh god, girlie, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. See, it's the you know what you're doing on Brig in terms of like how to play her, but you don't know what to do in terms of your team comp and kind of what you're doing, which is kind of how top 500 games work. Like you don't know where to be, when to be there. It's kind of like the when to be where versus like the what to do, because you know what to do. You just don't know when to be and where to be. You went for this Tracer stun again, which puts you in a horrible positioning. Again, I really don't think you need to be going after this Tracer so hard, because it's just, you're just wasting your stun and stuff. I'll try that Orisa again at least. Nice. Still winnable. I'd go for this Orisa right here on your left. You know she's on left. There you go. Nice. Oh, Bap. Hey, Bap. You're forcing out this. You're using your abilities on this Tracer for kind of a reason almost, because it's not really doing anything. If she's gonna get too close to you, use it, but don't like go out of your way to stun the Tracer like you've been doing. It's just really making your abilities like not do anything. Don't forget you can like do tanks and stuff here. Okay, let's reset our brain though, because stuff has changed and we're just kind of in a downtime. We're now on Hog instead of Sigma, which is gonna make your walking in the front line with the tanks a little harder. So at this point, I'd probably switch to walking with Zen, because normally I don't like walking into double shield without a shield herself, like without a Sigma or an Orisa yourself, or maybe even a Reinhardt. But so if you're with Hog or Diva as your other tank, like it's a little hard to walk on double shield without a shield yourself. So I'd probably switch now back to going with Zen and playing with him. But still, you don't want to like hard go after this Tracer. You can still like boop some stuff. Nice job waiting for the boop there. You still missed it, but it's fine. You didn't just whip the shield, which I like that. Yeah, you're pushing the cart. It's okay. You're looking around for your Zen. That was great. I saw that. Shield it! That was scary. You got it though. They use pulse, so you don't have to worry about that. You might be able to push up a little bit here with your Hog. Yeah, it's okay though. You're looking around, and that is beautiful gameplay. That is beautiful. You looked at your Hanzo, you looked at your Ashe, you looked at your Zen, and now you're ready to take this fight. Like, that was beautiful. Oh my god, I'm getting chills. I was so excited. I'm so excited. Nice, you got a kill. Look at this. You're looking at your Zen. This is beautiful. Oh, Brig is a defense hero. You brought it tumbling and crashing down. It was looking so prime for you. You did that. No. You're looking for your Zen. Literally perfect, picture perfect gameplay right here. You're on the cart. You're pushing it. No one else is really pushing it. You know where your Zen is. You know where your Hanzo is. You're looking to see if they're low. And then you stunned in. Why did you stun in right here? You're using your stuns so weirdly. The whole entire game you've been using your stuns a little too, like, for no reason. There was nothing you needed to do there. There was absolutely nothing you had to do. All you had to do was keep pushing this cart. Oh, look, free Inspire. Free corner to play on. Oh, your Zen, where's he at again? I don't know where he is, actually. He's up there further. Free damage. Boom, boom. But instead, stuff happens. They use a lot of ultimates, I guess. They use both tank ults. You wouldn't have won that anyway, I don't think, but there was a bigger chance for you to win that if you lived. It's not about whether or not you actually won the fight. There might be a game where that actually you dying matters, and that's a bad thing. Alright, so we're going back into this fight. So use both tank ults. We're gonna have window. They're pushing on this high ground, which is okay. You almost have rally, so you really kind of just want to live and get rally. They're probably getting a little closer to boss bomb. They're at 50%. It'll probably charge really fast. Nice, you're walking. Let's go. Let's try to get rally here. You probably can push with rally. You also have trans, don't double stack. Usually when I'm playing Brig Zen, I let the Zen ult first. I usually let Zen ult first because he's like, he just does it for some kind of random thing, especially if you get rally mid fight. I'm like, just use trans because you know you have it So make sure you're pressing tab to know if you have trance and if you need to use it. Don't chase this tracer. Just keep walking with your Zen and push. Nice whip shot. Keep walking with your Zen. Don't chase. Nice. Walking with your team. Nice. Just keep going. Just keep walking with your team. That rally was good in theory, but since you're in a 3900 lobby, that rally was not good. Since you're in a 3900 lobby, that rally was horrible because you had the positional advantage. All of your team was way far ahead. You had them surrounded. You had that trance. You pushed in. I wouldn't have walked directly into this path. I probably would have walked over to the right. Oh, that Brig hard flop. That Brig hard flopped right there against the ball. I probably would have either tried to. You knew you had pulse bomb. You knew you had pulse bomb with here. Either trying to. They missed balls, but I probably would have either walked further around here to the right, around this little thing right there, and then to their tanks, or just if I saw the tracer coming, just hold up my shield because she was going for pulse. Just hold up my shield in a certain direction. Don't stun. Don't whip. Just certain direction. But that rally was bad because you're in a 3900 lobby. That rally was bad. All right, next fight. Oh god, so much happened. Wait. They still are on double shield. They have their tank ults again. This game's completely winnable for y'all. Completely winnable. I just need you to like get a good stun off at some point. I just want you to use it more for a reason. That sucks. You threw it back on the wrong person. That Zen was really in a bad position anyway, and he got pulled. But yeah, and then after that, the tracer's kind of blinking around you and things. All right, they're rallying. Let's go back in. Oh! The stuns again. The stuns again. You're like trying to stun when you don't really have to. Like I promise you, just like not always going for a stun on the tracer and just being more menacing. It's all about the mind games with tracer. You don't necessarily have to stun her unless she gets way too close. It's all about the mind games just existing on Brig. That whip shot potential still can do half her damage, but just kind of like with her getting too close. You don't have to push into her at all ever unless she's low. Don't push into tracers at all for like an extra stun or an extra thing. Like let them push onto you. Like that is what they need to do. We're playing way too safe. We can do a goal reset once you die here. Goal reset. Now you're on Sig Hog. You're on Sig Hog now, so you definitely want to be playing with tanks again. Oh my god, my nose. You definitely want to be playing with tanks again. They have Pulse Bomb, so be ready for that when the Tracer's going to come onto you and she's going to saw these flash blinks. Just hold up your shield in her direction. Don't try to stun. So that you can actually catch the Pulse Bomb. You can stun her at other times, but we're on Diva now. That's fine. Still want to be playing with a tank.
30 seconds.
What's that rally here? Like goes Tracer. You're looking. Yeah, we got her. We got her. That sucks. You weren't ready for the. You honestly weren't ready for that. It's fine though. You didn't die. You have rally now. Let's just watch this thing go back and analyze in a second. Oh, what are you doing? Your son doesn't need armor that bad. The stuns are all wrong. See, there you go. That was a fine Tracer stun. She got too close. You definitely get it off. You don't have another stun here quite yet. Don't go back on the cart. Wait, no, go back. What happened? Oh my god, my frames. Wait, what's happening? Oh my god, my frames just popped. Just like flopped. No backup. Oh my god, my frames are 1 second. Okay, let's back up and let's go back and analyze this really fast, just because we can. Because it was getting too long, honestly. So we're here. I don't know if I would have rallied this quickly. I don't know if I would have rallied that quickly. I know you just lost someone, but I might have waited for the card to move a little more, or for them to window. And then I went down this. No. Do not stun back onto that Zen trying to get a rally. You know how long the range is on that? You probably could have stood here and he got rally. Do not use their stun like that. I really don't like that positioning. It's fine though because your team's winning, but like when games come down to you making like a small mistake like that, it's like bad. You should have been pushing up here. You should have been with Diva, just smacking the Orisa in the face. Like Zen would have got some armor anyway. He wouldn't have died. Just smack some armor or smack some stuff in Orisa's face to make her die faster, and y'all can win. Because I don't think Orisa even dies. You kind of whipped her, which actually saved her, to be honest. You whipped the Orisa, which saved her, which is the big thing for like masters and things that do you boop enemy team into safety. Nice shielding against the Hanzo, except for you were trying to stun him. I would not be pushing it in here. I would not be pushing it here. Why are my frames flopping in this one moment? You're trying to do so much. You're trying to do everything at once. Oh, you're trying to do everything at once, and it's really stopping. It's really making me angry. It's really making me angry. So we're in the overtime fight here now. We're in the overtime fight. Where's the button to stop it? We're in the overtime fight. Let's go through this step by step. You're on the card here. This is all you have to do. Hanzo makes a really bad thing. Remember, like, use the shielding advantage with, like, wait for him to shoot the arrow, then do a shot, and then shield again once he's trying to, like, shoot it, like, charge another arrow and shoot it. You got the kill on him, great. I'm not sure where you're whipping. But at this point, like, I might go for, like, one little hit on the Orisa right now, but I don't want to be in front of this cart at all. Where I want to be, might have gone, like, whip, okay, back here. And then I would have just, like, I could have touched the cart from here. Touched the cart, like, right here. And played right here on this corner, or at least like this side corner, but you're on this right side, so crossing would not be the best idea. So let's kind of start over here on this corner. Let's kind of start right here on this corner. But instead we're like really trying to like get up here. You shielded the ball correctly, which is good. And then we got pulled, and your shield went down, and then it's over that Orisa pushed on you really hard. Where if you were here, let's say if you were like over here when you were doing that stuff. You stood here with your Hanzo or whatever, whoever was here. You stood here. You go, yeah, whatever. Maybe I whip the Orisa. Shield bash, boop, back into this position. You would have seen the pool, shielded the pool. You would have been in this corner. Your shield would have been probably alive a little bit longer. And then you might have been able to live for even another like 3 seconds, which might have really turned the impact of this fight. But now you're dead, which means your team is probably going to fall over without you. And with that, I think that's an L. I think that's an L. There was a lot of things to do with this gameplay. Your positioning was great. You knew what to do on Brig. You just didn't know. Oh my god. You just didn't know when to be really or where to be in that moment. And that's really what top 500 games are all about, is like being in the right moment, being in the right spot in the right moment, and making sure you get your abilities off to shut down the enemy. You just didn't have any of those moments where you were really able to be in the right moment and the right time, or be ready for those moments, because there was a lot of times when the ball and the tracer just got up on you and you went kind of in the wrong direction. You chose the wrong place to go, and it cost you the value of your Brig kit. But otherwise, you did an amazing job overall. Still a few things to get. I know this top 500 games can get really overwhelming and really tough, but make sure you're going over the goals in your head and choosing one target without chasing tracers around, focusing on studying ball, focusing on playing with your tanks and getting on their shields and tanks. But really going for tracers always is not the best unless you have someone else to really go with you. But I really wouldn't do that too much. But otherwise, amazing job. Thanks so much for this Brig gameplay. I hope y'all learned a lot. If you did, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Overwatch 2 is coming out soon. Woo! Well, the beta is coming out soon. So I'll see you all for more content later. But otherwise, have a great rest of your day. Peace out. Bye.